Hey guys, today we ended up getting a big PSA return back from Gamestop, repping the hoodie. Just didn't have anything else to wear today. But yeah, I figured why don't we go through this PSA return, see what we got, see what percentage of 10s we got back. And yeah, just show you guys some cool cards. For sure, there's a bunch of cool stuff in here. It's about 4 different submissions. They all kind of stacked up and I was able to go pick them up. And funny enough, we were able to get this giant box. Normally they don't give you the box. But yeah, why don't I set you guys down? We start going through this and we see what PSA decided to give us 10s on and what we think they cheesed us on. As I said, these were 4 different returns, sent them around like 2 weeks within each other, so they all kind of came back at around the same time. I'm going to try my best not to show you guys the grades on these, but yeah, let's start off with a Mimikyu V Trainer Gallery. We were able to get a 10 on this guy. Pretty solid start to it. I also feel like they changed how these slabs feel compared to before. We have this Dendra here. I remember this Dendra, I kind of felt like it was going to be a 9, but I figured I'd take the gamble and send it. We ended up getting a 9. If I remember correctly, there was a spec, I want to say, on the back of this that I felt like was going to inhibit me from getting a 10. There could be other issues with this, though. Next one up is going to be a Torque Hole. I sent a whole bunch of cheaper IRs just because I figured, like, if I think they're 10s, might as well just send them off even if they're not worth all that much, because I don't know, it's so hard to get 10s on this modern Scarlet Violet stuff. We got a 9 on this guy. Not doing super good. 1 for 2 right now. Oh, Lord. And then we got a Clobopus. We got a 10 on this guy. Okay. Next up, looks like we have an Ivysaur from 151. I remember I sent off a bunch of 151 stuff. We got a 10 on this guy. So far, so good. Not too bad. We got a Magneton promo. Honestly, a whole bunch of these promos are really hard to grade. Got a 9 on this one. I'll just show you guys the back of the ones we get 9s on, just so you can tell me what you guys think. If you guys think they should have got a 10. Honestly, right now, I'm just hoarding a bunch of my 9s for... I don't know for what, but one day I'll do something with them. But right now I'm just kind of hoarding them and seeing what I decide to do with them. We got a Maride on here. Got a 10 on that guy. And yeah, my experience with grading through GameStop has been very pleasant. I do plan to do a video talking about it here pretty soon. Got Pikachu VMAX. Got a 10 on that guy. That one's pretty sick. We have a Charmander 151. Got a 10 on that. Obviously, we haven't hit any of the bigger ones. The bigger ones are going to be further to this side. We got a Pikachu Paldea Evolved ETB promo. Got a 9 on that one. Right now, we do have more 10s than 9s, though. Got a Charmeleon 151 here. Got a 10. But yeah, let me know. Have you guys done grading with GameStop? Do you guys like it? Have you had any bad experiences? I feel like I see a whole bunch of horror stories online. Got a 10 on that. I feel like I see a whole bunch of horror stories online, but obviously, you know, like, online is going to be a lot of the people who did have those horror stories, and you're not going to have a whole bunch of people who maybe had great experiences talking about it online. It's going to be more so the people who had issues. Got a 10 on this Blaziken. Okay. And then, ooh, got a tag team here. I remember I really was thinking this one was going to be a 10. Got a 9. Oops, oh no, I really do have to take a closer look at these. I remember some of these I took notes on before I sent them off to like kind of discuss if I thought it'd be a 10 or not. But yeah, I for sure need to look at those notes at some point. Got a 10 on this Gardevoir. Ooh, we got a big one. We got a Charizard 151 here. Got a 10. Okay, that's actually pretty disappointing because we actually did have a... If I would have just sent these all off together, we could have got a sequential set right here. But yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess, to get all of them. I mean, like I said, would have been a lot cooler to have gotten the sequential set. I'm not sure if that would really add a ton of value or not, but I mean, it still would have been cool. We got a Skeledirge here. Not the most popular Pokemon, but we did get a 10 on it. Morty's Conviction. I actually love this card. I think this card is really underrated right now. And we got a 10. I feel like a lot of these SIR trainers are really cool in 10s, but I just know a lot of people don't really mess with trainers like that. Got a Rayquaza VMAX. We got a 9 on this one. Yeah, okay. I mean, so far we're doing pretty good. I feel like we have double the amount of 10s as 9s, but I imagine it probably will not stay like that for much longer. A 7? What in the world is this? I mean, this is for sure disappointing to see. What is wrong with this guy? I'm not... You guys tell me if you can see what may have led this to getting a 7. I have never... I think I've gotten one other 7 before, but, like, I am not... Maybe right here on this corner right here. I'm not sure if I can get it on there, but it looks like there's some, for sure, some lifting right there. But Yee, that is pretty bad. A 7. Got a Charizard VMAX, and we got a 10 on this guy. Got another Charizard V. Let's see if we can have a better outcome with this one. A 9. Okay, so we struck out on both of those, sadly. We do have a few Zards in here, so hopefully our luck can turn around. Palkia V in a 10. We also got an Umbreon Trainer Gallery. I actually do have one of these right now in my store. Be cool to get another. Got another 10 on that. Solid. And it's kind of funny. GameStop has these really big inconsistencies with their upcharges. I've got an upcharge on some stuff this time that I didn't get upcharged before on. And it's kind of funny because the first time around, it was worth more than it is now. Obviously, you guys know. The market right now is not doing the best for Pokemon. Ooh, this one's a beauty right here. Got a Charizard GX. Got a 9. We do have another one of those in here, so obviously we're hoping for a 10. I think if we get a 10 on it, it's worth like $1,000. We got some tag teams. Got that in a 9. But yeah, obviously if we can get that Charizard GX in a 10, that would be super cool. I feel like the GXs normally are in pretty good shape. Okay, so we got promo here, probably. Good chance at a 10, but it is a promo. Got a 9 on that. Still more 10s than 9s. And we got a Groudon. This one's a beaut, obviously. Used to be the biggest hit in Paradox Rift. I think right now, maybe it still is. Oh my, whoops, sorry, hit the camera there. I think it still might be, but the Altaria for sure is catching up. These ones are notoriously really hard to grade. Jolteon VMAX in a 9. Right now our 9 stack is starting to catch up. Got a Pikachu Zekrom GX, also a promo in a 9. Sheesh, these 9s are starting to catch up to us now. Marshadow Machamp GX in a 9. So about 50-50 right now, it looks like. Got a Gardevoir EX. Actually, I've had one of these before in the store. This is a beautiful card. Got a 9 on that. Got a Mewtwo GX Paldean Fates. We got a 9 on that guy. So obviously, this is a pretty big return. Like I said, I do trust GameStop a lot with my cards. I know a lot of people do not. But obviously, I sent all these off with them, and I've never personally had any issues with it. Like I said, I will be doing a review on that here pretty soon. Got a 10 on the Entei. I got another Blaziken V right here. Hopefully another 10, and it's a 9. Okay. Got a Gold Mew. I sent this off. Normally, I don't even look at golds like that, but I just was like, this looks like it was in good shape, so I sent it off. Nice, got a 10 on that one. That's usually not something I would be sending off, though. Got a Latios EX here in a 9. And we're down to our last couple cards here. Obviously, one of the bigger ones, we got a Greninja EX here that we ended up getting a 10 on. And I'm fairly certain this is the last card. It is the last Charizard GX, our second one. And we ended up getting a 9 on this. All right, let me just show you guys the results of this. Give me one quick second. So these are the stacks. I'm not sure if you're able to tell, but it looks like if we do this, it is 50-50 is what it looks like, honestly. It looks like 50-50. So we ended up with one less 9 and we did 10s, and we ended up with a lone 7 here. So we did end up with 50% 10s, which is pretty good. Obviously, the biggest winners are going to be this Greninja. Let's pull out the other one. The Entei is pretty decent too. So yeah, obviously the biggest winners would be, let's see, I think this one's pretty good as well. People like Umbreon a lot. Got Charizard VMAX, obviously the worst one, I think, to get a 10 in. That one's a little bit disappointing. I mean, but still, it's a good one. We got this Gardevoir, that's a beauty. People will like that one. I wish I would have had like the full art set. And obviously, right here we got Charmeleon, Charmander, and the Zard. And I would say the Pikachu's one of the big ones as well. I don't think there's any other crazy ones. I mean, we got a couple more 151 hits in here. But yeah, I would say this is the biggest hit. And for sure, this is the biggest disappointment that I just did not decide to send them as sequentials because, oh no, it'd be a beautiful set as a sequential. It's still very beautiful. Very happy to have gotten a second one of these. I actually have another one in the store right now, but second one that I was able to grade a 10. Very, very happy with this. Thanks for watching the video, guys. That's just my big PSA return. Obviously, nothing too crazy. Basically, just a bunch of modern. We don't get too much vintage in here, but yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope, yeah, this gives you some info on if you guys want to grade or not.